Now, when you place an Amazon order, you might not think about the person who delivers the parcel. But for Elizabeth Crooks, the man who delivered said parcel ended up saving her life.
Yes, it's an incredible story. Earlier this month, Elizabeth experienced a medical emergency and collapsed at her home in Northern Ireland.
But thankfully, her brave 6-year-old son, Aidan, knew exactly what to do. Take a look at this.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Can you help me, Mum?
Oh.
She said, can you help her?
Is she okay?
She bent.
On the sofa, half down, is that right?
Yes, yes. And there's 2 small children here.
Are you in the house? No.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm delivering the 2 children asked me to come in.
All right. Okay.
So Aidan's quick thinking saved his mum life, and we're very pleased to say a very proud Elizabeth joins us with Hero Aidan right now. Morning.
You didn't say morning.
Good morning. You are on the telly, that is you. Look at you.
Aidan, who you got with you there? Who's that?
Who's that? Look. Who's this?
Baby.
Baby Teddy.
Baby Teddy.
It's good to have baby Teddy and Aidan Elizabeth with us. Elizabeth, tell us about that day. So just give us some background. You've got some health issues.
Baby.
Yeah. So fortunately, I do have a few chronic illnesses. But on that day, I just felt generally unwell the minute I waked up, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was meant to be going out with the older 2 for my birthday of all days. But
This was your birthday?
it was my birthday.
Oh, my
yeah,
gosh.
it was my birthday. What a birthday.
Yeah.
But yes, by the time I got up and dressed, I was like, no, something's not right here. And I started to feel the really fast heart rate, started to feel very unwell. So, yeah, I ended up calling for help, but unfortunately, before it came, I ended up passing out. So, yeah, it's not a good day at all.
No.
So initially you called an ambulance, but you also called your mum,
Yes,
right?
yeah. So I let my mum know I wasn't well. She was on her way up to the house. And then I did call an ambulance, but about 10 minutes after, I ended up passing out. And that's when my son noticed.
So you sort of knew your symptoms to a point.
I knew, yeah. So normally when you lie down, it does calm down, sort of settle, but it just wasn't. It just kept going higher. So when I called the ambulance, I was about 160 heartbeat, and then just before I passed out, I was about 180. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
it was quite high.
Oh, my goodness me.
Aidan, what do you remember from that day? Do you remember Mummy being ill?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you remember what happened?
Yes.
Well, can you tell us what happened? The delivery driver turned up, yeah? And what did you say to him?
And my mum fainted.
Yeah. And then, but you're such a good boy because you picked up the package, didn't you?
He remembered the delivery.
Yeah. And then, had you trained him to do that? Like, was he,
Yeah.
Packaging or what? No, from a young age, to be fair, yeah, because of my health, we did teach them at a young age what to do in emergencies. So thankfully, this is hopefully the first and last time they've had to use it. But it's obviously paid off. Like, he was so calm. It didn't really hit him until the ambulance came, didn't it? And I'm very, very proud of him, to be honest.
Me. I'm not surprised. I mean, you know, it's kids are around the house, and you know what it's like when you're in a home and you're pottering about and they're playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's amazing that he noticed in time and did the right thing. And, you know, we'll talk about the lovely delivery driver in a moment, because to have someone that comes into your house that you don't know and to be so kind and so considerate and so good with the children, I mean, it's the best possible outcome, isn't it, really?
It is. And I said he was very respectful of my home. Like, even when I was sort of coming around, he wasn't, like, in my personal space. He was asking permission before he was, like, counting my breasts and things like that. So he was lovely.
Because the thing is, people are fundamentally decent, right?
I know.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
Quite
in
shocked,
many ways,
aren't
we
we?
shouldn't be surprised by this. But what did he do? What did the delivery
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I was only really guessing. So it was when I found the footage and realised that I caught it, I was able to know. But when I came around, dear love, my first study was help. So I was talking to him like he was an ambulance guy. And then I realised who he was. And he sort of just introduced himself. He explained, like, you know, you're unconscious, things like that. And that he had called help. He kept reassuring me help was on the way. And more importantly, he kept them calm. He was talking to my daughter and my son. Just so calm.
good.
I now know he's a dad himself, so I'm not surprised. Like, he had that nature about him. But he absolutely distracted the kids. He was amazing.
And is it one of those things? Have you spoke to him since? Have you seen him since?
I haven't seen him since, but I do have his number and we've been in contact since. And it's been lovely to hear from him, and I made sure that he knew I was very, very thankful. Very thankful.
Nice.
I'm sure, I'm sure.
It's really good. I mean, it's a shame you haven't seen him since, obviously.
I know, yeah.
It'd be nice for you to see him. Hello.
Who's that?
It's Brian! Hey, Brian, lovely to meet you. How's it going?
How are you? Fainted.
My mummy fainted.
My mummy fainted.
Your mummy's good now.
Mummy's good now.
Brian, welcome along.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being such a hero.
Oh,
We're
my
incredible.
goodness me.
So, talk us through the day for you. It's like just a regular day, right?
It was actually a terrible day with the rain. You know, it was horrible out. And when I came up to the door, Aidan came out, and I was shocked, like, because it was horrible weather, like.
Yeah.
But it'd make my day easier with someone taking the parcel off me. But when he asked me, like, I didn't really have time to think, as you seen on the video, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I just went in and seen what was going on. I didn't know what I was going into.
But the thing is, like, it would have been quite a traumatic day for most people, and you know, you'd probably be forgiven for taking the day off or going for a drink or something, you know, you just had to get on with your deliveries for the rest of the day, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a long one after.
Oh, bless you.
Just get on with it.
So when you initially went into the house, Elizabeth was unconscious, right?
Yeah.
So that's quite a scary thing, you know. If you're not a professional, that's quite a scary circumstance to walk into.
Oh, for sure. Aidan and his sister were there as well, you know, and when I seen them, I was like, oh, Lord, you know, I had to take them aside, kind of distract them.
Yeah.
But they were too gentle.
And then what, you straight onto the ambulance then?
Yeah, straight away I rang them. And they were telling me what to do, what to observe, see if she was breathing, if she was discoloured.
Yeah.
All sorts of questions, you know.
And did you have any training for that, or did you just use common sense?
Common sense.
Yeah,
you don't get trained for this
You're
in
like
any job,
the
you know.
dream person for this to have happened. It's like that it kind of worked out in the best way that it could have done.
Yeah.
Do you have a package that needs signing for?
No, I don't. But this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Hold it.
that is for you.
Hey, what's in
in
there?
there? Let's have a look.
Can I see? Oh, my goodness.
What have you got there?
Like, I have some money to get stuff online.
Wow.
Maybe we can make it
Oh,
some
nice.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
It wasn't underneath here.
Well,
Then
it's
it's
more
a
like
card.
the card itself. So you've got a gift card for
It's a
500.
gift card.
I think
Gift
Aidan
card.
definitely deserves
he does.
a little
Yes,
present there.
there we go.
Wow.
And we, of course,
And right up the car.
we can't be, you know, we can't leave you out, Brian, because you have been
Coffee?
incredible. You really,
Is
really
that tea or coffee?
Thank you very much.
That's tea, darling. That's
That's
tea.
tea.
I'm a tea girl.
Some honey and lemon. Do you want
You
some of
love
that?
tea.
I love tea.
Do you?
That's
do you
honey
want
and
me,
lemon.
do you want
You
me
want some
to
of that?
make? Do you want me to
Oh,
get
yeah,
you
lovely
tea?
stuff.
We'll get you some tea after.
You want-
Smell it.
Oh, and he doesn't like that one.
Aidan, there's nothing contraband in there. It's only about honey and lemon.
This is honestly such an incredible story.
Yes.
You're all kind of a little bit viral now, and you're all now celebrities. How are you handling that?
It's been strange, isn't it? Like, even, like, obviously, like, my community... Come here, sweetheart. Even my community, like, in Newton Ards, I would literally be walking the dog, and I know, he's loving it now.
Loving life.
He's loving life now. I'll literally be walking the dog, and I'll be like, excuse me, I recognise you. And you're like, you have to explain where from.
What about you, Brian?
Yeah, I'm getting noticed. I was delivering in her town twice since that happened, and people are recognising me. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Like,
What do you expect? You've done something amazing.
And Aidan
seems to be happening
He's very comfortable.
just
Very
fine.
comfortable with the new fame.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you both
Really
all
appreciate
so
coming
much
in.
for coming in to
Thank
see
you.
us.
Thank you.
We'll get you a cup of tea. Yeah?
Want
Want a
some
tea?
tea?
Yeah?
Want some tea? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get you a tea. You deserve one. I can't. I feel like I also need some parenting advice. Whatever you're doing, please write it all down
Thank you
for
so
me.
much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.